Behind me stands the Four Pass Railway Station, a place that once buzzed with life. As Jamaicans hopped on trains to go to the market, work, school, and of course to visit family. Especially around the holidays when the train was packed with food as much as though it was packed with people. Chances are you've either cruised past here without a second glance, you've been dropped off, or you waited for a train that took forever to come. Whether you have never heard of this place, or if you need a little memory jog, just stick around. In the next 10 minutes, we're gonna take you a ride to show you the Four Pass Railway Station, no tickets needed. Did you know that the railway system in Jamaica was established in 1845? Yes, Jamaica was the second British colony to introduce this method of transport. First was Canada in 1836. It is said that two English brothers, William and David Smith, who were also landowners in Jamaica, were instrumental in the development of the railway system. The Jamaica railway system is made up of 4 lines: the Port Antonio line, the Ewerton line, the Frankfield line, and the Montego Bay line. The Four Pass railway station was a part of the Montego Bay line, which started at the Kingston terminus and ended at the Montego Bay terminus. The station can be found in the community of Four Pass, Clarendon, just a few chains after passing the Four Pass Square. This station was added in 1885 during the expansions of Old Harbour to Porus. This station is 37 miles or 59.5 kilometers from the Kingston terminus. The Four Pass railway station stands proud, a sturdy 2-story concrete structure carrying a piece of history within its walls. Downstairs, you find a long corridor lined with columns giving way to a grand staircase that led up to the station master's quarters, where he would keep a watchful eye over the comings and goings. The building's windows tell a story too, mixing aluminum louvers and classic sash windows that catch the Jamaican breeze, while solid timber doors crafted with recessed panels stand firm and weathered by time. Up top, the quarters are sheltered by a traditional zinc hip roof, joined by a zinc shed roof that stretch over the balcony, providing shade and a view of the railway below. Built back in the early 1900s, this station holds on to its charm, reminding all who pass through of a time long gone, when the railway was a lifeline for the people. If you were from Four Pass or heading to Moko, Thompsontown, Smithville, Victoria, chances are this would have been your stop. While on location filming, I was lucky enough to meet this kind gentleman who gave me some additional information about this railway station. I'm right here at Mr. Shim Yu's workshop. He does lovely carpentry work right across from the railway station, and I'm so happy to meet him so that he can give me a little bit of what he remembers about the train station. Hello, Mr. Shim Yu.
Yeah, hello.
All right, so there's very little bit of information online about the train station. What do you remember traveling on it as a child or as a young man?
Well, travel on it as a boy, not a young man. As a boy, you're so happy to jump on here, and a lot of transactions used to take place right here. People from up the hill bring their ground provision. If you could bring it to Kingston, Maypen, right through. And used to see cars and the coaches pass, transfer to Montego Bay. Cattle used to pass here, and then transfer on the train and move along with the Montego Bay, Kingston anywhere. Got the stretch from Kingston to Montego Bay. So you used to be the I would say the main stuff from him to do the transaction between taking up and putting off and letting off.
All right, so right now the place seems a little bit dead, but back then it was festive. A lot of people, a lot of vehicles, cattle, goods, and everything was going on. What do you think had caused the railway system to break down in Jamaica?
Well, it's the government, you know. It all turned back to the government. When they stop it, everything stopped because it just, as I said, just the government. It just break down because the train stopped. Then almost business stop here because if not, the shops and so used to be open. You have a lot of stoppage and people come on the train to wait here for a while. The ones on the truck and you call them meet and cross. Whenever one is on the line, this is where they stay and then meet and cross, go back and forth, back and forth.
So now, different from then, because a lot of people have them private vehicle now, we have more bus, we have more taxis. Do you think if they reopen the train station here, do you think persons will take advantage of it and ride on the train?
Yes, definitely, because most Jamaicans does not know what it feels like to go on a train. So it's definitely, even to take it from here to go Maypen and so, it's a ride. I took the longest ride I took from here to Montego Bay, and it was an experience. You know, so you see a lot of things coming from Montego Bay come here, right? Which as a boy that I was in the 70s, mid-70s, you never see them, you know. So it's a good experience.
Well, I want to experience it. I am planning on traveling on the one from Old Harbour to Linstead, because you know that one is running now.
Yes.
So, Mr. Shim Yu, you're a carpenter.
Cabinet maker.
So what's the difference?
A cabinet maker, we deal with jointing, smoothing, finishing. A carpenter is measurement, what they call it, rough job, and the roofing, anything fixing. You see? But carpentry would be a more refining work. There's a furniture in the house. Carpentry is more on the outside. But a cabinet maker, the wood would be refined to the best. That's the last stage of our finishing wood refined that go in as a furniture into our home.
So how many years you have been doing this?
81 for the past. I'm here for the past 30 years, I think.
And can you show me some of the things that you make? I see you have this bed here.
Yes, it's a queen size. That's going to be a padded one, upholstery in the middle. That's a king size. That's another king size inside there.
Whoa.
That's a dresser. That's a bathroom fixture there. And well, I have all of that there. That's where I store the furniture.
Okay. So if persons like your work and they want you to make something for them, how can they reach you?
That's the number.
So the number is
833-9250.
so that's 833-9250 for Mr. Shim Yu, the cabinet maker. I stand corrected.
Yes, not a carpenter.
Well, thank you so much for your time and for your knowledge, and hopefully probably sometime in the future them reopen it and we come back again when the place is festive.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shim Yu.
All the best, all the best.
Unfortunately, in 1992, the public passenger railway services ceased operations in Jamaica due to financial challenges and decrease in passengers. The primary modes of public transportation in Jamaica right now is by bus and taxi. And to top it off, many persons have their own private motor vehicles. Despite this, the transportation of bauxite continues on the line over the years. The Jamaica Railway Corporation has been actively trying to revive the railway system here in Jamaica. Following the resumption of face-to-face classes, a schedule was implemented in 2022. Under this schedule, the train departs from Old Harbour, ending in Linstead, with stops in Spanish Town, Bogwalk, and Charlemont. The JRC also plans to begin preparation for a launching phase of its tourist train service between Montpellier St. James and Appleton Estate St. Elizabeth. However, I hope these recent plans and developments will eventually trickle over into Clarendon so we can see Four Paths train station back in full swing. Well, there you have it. That's the Four Paths railway station in 10 minutes as promised. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring Jamaica's rich heritage. I hope you learned something from this video because I certainly did. And as a Clarendon native, I just feel proud to know more about my parish of birth. And if you have any interesting stories or memories about traveling on the train in Jamaica, we would love to hear in the comment section below. So don't forget to like, comment, and share if you found this video interesting. And thank you so much for the support on my first video. It is doing so well and I am so hyped to bring more videos to you. Until next time, bye.